Anthony just made a video called Samurai Swords Are Not Dangerous, in which he explains that samurai swords are dangerous. Dangerous no matter who's using them. So I don't really get the title. But what he talks about is basically that anyone can use a sword to kill people, but anyone can use anything to kill people. So it's pretty pointless. But the thing is, when you talk about people saying, oh, that person shouldn't be using a sword, it's not saying that they're, not effective at killing people who, are just standing there or have no training or whatever. But it's dangerous to themselves, and it's dangerous to themselves when they're going against someone who has training. It's like in that Zatoichi movie that came out a while ago, the new one with what the hell is his name? I forget his name. But the best thing, because it shows like the reality of people who are untrained. Grab the thing. They're all three guys. They're standing next to each other. They all have their swords, and the guy, he sounds so good. Guy draws his sword like this, so he cuts the guy's arm next to him. Just, whoosh. And I'm sure that really happened in real life, because if you're unaware of things like that, then that's what's going to happen. And then another thing is, yeah, you could cut someone with a sword, but there's so much that goes beyond just cutting. Like Soke talked about this, where you go to stab someone, and then if you stab like this, it's going through the rib cage and it'll pierce the organs. If you stab like this, if you're not strong enough, it's going to get stuck. Unless you could break those ribs with it, it's not going to work. Or if you're adding armor in, no matter how many times you swing something at someone who's wearing armor, nothing's going to happen. And there's the way that Japanese swords cut. Like, I'll do this trick. I'm gonna eat this anyway, because this is a real one. So just chop it off like that. But then if I do this, this trick that I do all the time, if someone who doesn't know how swords cut tries this, they're gonna cut their face open. And as always, I'm putting real pressure on it and cutting, but it doesn't cut me. Just like this trick. When Soke ties the thing to his face and then drags it along his face and it doesn't cut. Now I got banana on this damn thing. So you could be swinging it at someone. You could get stuck in someone's bone if you go too deep. You could hit the ribs. You could stab someone, and because just the vacuum that you create when you stab someone, the suction, you might have to put your foot on someone and pull the blade out while someone comes up behind you, chops your head off. And then it's more than just knowing how to use a katana. There's so many let's see. Kusari Fundo. How many times you see people on the internet whacking themselves in the balls, whacking themselves in the back of the head? You gotta know how to actually, when you're coming around, try not to break everything. Pull this in. Control the length, that's what you have to know. How to wrap it around your body so that you're not getting hit. And you see people doing all that stupid stuff with nunchaku. And you're like, all that crap. How to, first of all, well, that's useless anyway, but you'll see someone hit something and get the recoil, come back and crack their own bones. So half the time when you're using like flail weapons, it's more dangerous to the user than it is to the enemy. Or shuriken. Have to have a shuriken somewhere around here. Either else, who cares? I could throw this at you 1,000,000 times, and I could always hit you with the back. But someone who doesn't know what they're doing, I could hit you with the point, I could hit you with the back, whatever I want to do, because I know how to throw it. But someone who has no idea what they're doing has a 50% chance of hitting you. So that's if they can even hit you. They could be throwing it, it'll go over your head, because they think they're Greg Park. Baseball throw. I will constantly hit with the point, always. As long as I want to hit with the point, I'm going to hit with the point. Someone who doesn't know, maybe they'll hit with the point, maybe they'll hit with the back. It's probably even less than 50% with that. You know, and also just, you know, the baseball bat swing that people try and do with the sword, that just, it's crap. The way of getting around that, you know, knowing what parts of the sword that you could use, whether you're using the tip or whether you're using closer to the base of the blade, knowing the differences in the sharpness, knowing the differences in how fast each part travels. You know, obviously anyone can kill anyone with anything. That's obvious. You know, someone can come up and beat you over the head with a flashlight. Someone could beat you over the head with, like, anything. A keyboard. Someone could blind you with the light from a camera and then just beat the crap out of you. But the idea of saying that something isn't dangerous because anyone can use it, this should be everything is dangerous, but something is not dangerous if you know how to use it. And then it is not dangerous to you if you know how to use it. But even then it still is.